Is April 11th, 2014. This is Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Dr. Joe.
Mary, you shared with me during the context of your visit today that you think your brain has improved by about 80%. Could you tell me just briefly what kind of symptoms you were having before we started treatment, and now when you say 80% improvement, what's changed?
Well, a lot of times I would forget things so fast. I remember one day I was calling my coworker and we shared a phone. And as the phone was ringing, I was wondering who was calling us, and it was me. That's really bad. And I was always forgetting where my car was parked. I was always forgetting why I would go into the next room. I could forget things in seconds. Why did I pick up my phone? Who was I going to call? And so that has turned around a lot. I'd say, 75, 80% better than it was before. So,
how has that changed your life now?
I have a lot more confidence. Yeah. I feel like I do better in social situations.
Do you have any...
Read better. I can read better than I was able to before.
Interesting. Meaning, when you say read better, could you just share what you mean by that?
Well, sometimes it really was hard for me because I was working in the computer field. And so sometimes it was hard for me to understand what people were telling me. And I sometimes had to get somebody else in there just so that I could understand what somebody was trying to tell me was wrong with their computer.
Huh.
So there are times reading the technical manuals was really hard. Going to a class was really hard. But now when I read, I remember. There were times when I would start reading a sentence and I couldn't remember the beginning of the sentence by the time I got to the end of the sentence. And so, I can read better. I can remember what I read in the beginning of the paragraph.
That is so excellent.
By the end of the paragraph.
Your concern was Alzheimer's. True?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you've been in treatment for how many months?
Since October or November.
Beginning of November, 6 months, and about a 75-80% improvement in your memory recall, your comprehension, your processing. That's tremendous. With Mary, we did food sensitivity testing. She's been on a nutritional program. We've been supporting her brain aggressively, and she's made dramatic changes with her diet. She also has a history of celiac disease, and with a leaky gut, you can get a leaky brain, and part of Mary's issue was a leaky brain issue. So, Mary, do you have any advice for future patients?
Definitely come and see Dr. Joe because he's got the answers, and follow that diet closely.
Mary, do I have your permission? Were you going to say something?
No, that's it.
Do I have your permission to share your story with
Yeah.
doctors, students, or patients anywhere?
Absolutely.
Any restrictions on that?
No.
Mary, thank you so much. I'm proud of the hard work you're doing.
Thank you.
Keep it going. August 13th, today is August 13th, 2014. This is Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
And Mary entered the office in November of 2013 with celiac disease, as well as a significant health concern regarding her brain and her memory. Mary, would you like to give us an update over the last couple of months on how you're doing?
Well, I'm doing significantly better. 90% better at least, and I am sleeping better, which was one of my main problems. I was not sleeping at all. There would be nights when I would get like 2 hours of sleep, and it would go on night after night. And there were times when I would drive by my freeway exit 3 times before I would take it, and just my mental clarity is so much better. I can read better. I can follow conversations better. I can follow movies better. My brain fog is lifted. I just feel like a different person.
That is awesome. You also mentioned to me that you're getting some brain mapping work done. Do you want to just comment on that briefly?
Yeah, that's something that I started probably 5 weeks ago. I've had 10 sessions now, and it's neurointegration. And so I've had 10 treatments of that, and that has significantly helped with my brain fog and the sleep is getting a lot better too. So
the combination of the dietary changes, the nutritional changes, and the brain integration, very helpful.
Very, very helpful. Yes.
Mary, we looked at your Cyrex test, your Array 2 test on intestinal permeability, initially when you came in, which was November of last year, and then we just reran your second test to follow up and see how that was. Do you mind if I show that on the video?
Go right ahead.
Thank you. This was Mary's initial test, and you can see it was in October of 2013 at the top right. And you can see as well multiple out of ranges with her actomyosin, occludin zonulin, IgA, IgG, A, and M, as well as her lipopolysaccharides, G, A, and M. And she had severe breakdown of the lining of her intestinal wall, particularly the small bowel, related to her celiac disease. And then Mary made significant dietary lifestyle changes, a food rotation plan, and doing her nutritional program. And now she's no longer out of range, as you can see, with the exception of the lipopolysaccharides. IgA is in the equivocal zone, but everything else has shifted from out of range back to in range on the far left, as compared to everything being out of range to the far right on her initial test. Mary, I'm just curious, how does that make you feel? I mean, in regards to knowing that you've actually reversed and arrested the process of autoimmune disease in your body. Remember, based on the American Journal of Pathology, the 2008 issue, it said that that the autoimmune process can be arrested if the lining of the intestinal tract, the permeability issue, is improved upon and healed. So you've literally slowed down and potentially stopped the autoimmune attack against your own tissues. How does that make you feel?
Oh, really great. I can just attest to my symptoms, and my symptoms are gone. And I'm just so much better.
Did you think it was possible? I mean, did you think you could?
Well, nobody told me I had an autoimmune disorder before, so I didn't even know that I had it.
The celiac disease, you didn't understand?
I knew that I had celiac, but I didn't know I had an autoimmune disorder.
Okay.
And just, knowing that has been reversed is huge.
That is huge. Do you have any advice for future patients?
Well, just follow the program to the letter as closely as you can, and you'll have amazing results like I did.
It's hard work. How hard was it for you?
Well, there were days when I was hungry, and there were days when I missed sugar, but after a period of time, you don't miss it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of Mary. She's dramatically changed her lifestyle. She just told me in the treatment room that prior to starting her program 10 months ago, she was a carboholic, basically, and really eating and liking potatoes and bread products and Coke. Was that true?
Yeah, I was pretty addicted to Coke.
Yeah, and she's totally off all those things, and she's got her health back. Mary, congratulations.
And I just want to say that I'm really grateful to Dr. Joe for pointing me in the right direction.
Thank you. Mary, do I have your permission to share your story with doctors, students, or patients anywhere?
Yes.
Any restriction on that?
No.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Good job.